Bob Kemp. He's a host of the Sports Zone on our great affiliate, KDUS in Arizona, and he joins us now. Bob, your reaction when you first saw this story and the language in the contract?
Almost sprained my neck shaking my head. What's going on here? There's been some interesting decision-making by the quarterback in 3 seasons here, but obviously this has been an issue, or this would not be any kind of language of any contract, and something I've never heard of before.
Let's go back to last year, the way the season ended, that, they started out 7-0, and then they flamed out here. How much of the blame did Kyler Murray shoulder?
Plenty. I mean, certainly it was an issue. I mean, they were cruising along, and obviously they had some injuries. Murray got hurt, and then obviously his leg. He had suffered a leg injury, and he did not score a rushing touchdown after that leg injury when he came back from the injury. And obviously DeAndre Hopkins was injured and missed 7 of the last 8. I guess it was the last 8 games of the season. And combination of that and defensively. J.J. Watt, who got off to a great start, was injured and didn't play the rest of the regular season. He tried to come back and play in the postseason game against the Rams, and that game was obviously a disaster on all fronts, including Murray, who was had the infamous 2-yard pick six and just a mindless play by him. But he's certainly a lot of the responsibilities on the quarterback, and that's just the way the world works, especially if you're getting $46.1 million annually, which will be the case starting this year.
But I'm trying to understand the Cliff Kingsbury's role as the head coach here. That these are things that you're sort of taught when you come in, and usually there's a veteran quarterback to help you. Like, what role does Cliff Kingsbury play in saying to Kyler, we need to prepare better? Like, this language embarrasses Kyler Murray. I mean, it embarrasses Arizona too, but I would think a coach should be able to say to your quarterback, let's prepare better. I need to, how do we make this a strong suit for you, not a weakness?
I have no idea how to answer that question. I mean, it's amazing that it is a question to me. It's certainly, I think there's, certainly Kingsbury deserves there's some responsibility on him here too. But if you have a quarterback that apparently isn't going to do study like most quarterbacks, if pretty close not to all quarterbacks as far as opponents and so forth, I'm not sure what you can really do if the quarterback or the player involved is not willing to put in the time. And they're going to make him put in the time to some extent because they can monitor the computer and whatever. So it's just an inexplicable situation.
We're talking to Bob Kemp, host of the Sports Zone, the show that follows ours on our Arizona affiliate, KDUS. What do you think the local reaction is going to be when you start your show in a couple hours?
I think the local reaction is just going to be kind of piling on to what has already occurred. I mentioned the playoff game last year at the end, and that was about as bad a performance from the quarterback, and it wasn't all him. It was certainly a team effort. The meltdown against the Rams early, the no chance to win almost type of game against the Rams in the postseason, and they finally got to the postseason for the first time in several years, and couldn't have gone any worse. And they needed some goodwill here, and the off-season negotiation was not exactly a smooth ride. I mean, Team Murray won out as far as the money at the end, but scrubbing the Cardinals from the social media, and then the back and forth of, we're good, no problem with the Cardinals, la-di-da, and it's not been exactly the way that I think a PR person would draw this up for the player here.
No, you should be celebrating something like this. Instead, we're criticizing it. Bob, thanks for joining us. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bob Kemp, host of the Sports Zone, follows ours, Arizona affiliate KDUS. Should be an easy show there for Bob.